freemmostation.com.
Hey guys, this is Hitso with freemmostation.com, and we have another first look video today on League of Angels. Now, you probably would have thought of League of Legends the second I said that, but of course we are not playing that since that's very old, even though it is still one of the most played free MMOs in the market. So like I said, we are playing League of Angels, and if you probably look at this now, this may not be a type of game just because, you like those nice, beautiful games like Terra and everything. But if this is a game like, for instance, all these people here in the game, because this is actually one of 3 servers that they only have open because the game came out of open beta not too long ago, then you'll see that there's still a decent amount of players, even though most of them are AFK. So first I'm going to go through the user interface first. If you have played these games, you probably could recognize it, and it's basically the same as most of the others. And this is actually through QT Arcade, so we'll have the link in the description for the game if you want to check it out after the video. So first, I want to get right, like I said, into the user interface, and what I want to say first is, if you guys hate bars on top of the screen for any logical reason, this announcement bar, you can't really make it go away at all, so it will be there for the whole time. In this game, the combat you do not actually control, so you mostly watch everything, and there's actually auto questing, so it can make you go, so you can track your quests to make you go wherever you want, of course. So if you, for instance, I click here, it's going to take me to my next quest. So we're going to actually load this up now, and you're going to see here that we're going to enter the Temple of Moon. Now there is like I said, a decent player fan base here for the release actually. And Nocturna is actually, if you play Halo, I kind of think of Cortana because she's always with you and she's basically there for the story. So we're going to actually go through the first fight, and you can see here, it's kind of like the sexy girl, of course, that you just stare at, not her face, but you get what I'm saying. So you'll see here how the combat works. It's a basic 2D/3D game. And you can see here that you also have a battle rating, but also say after that, in order to do special moves, you get this thing called rage, and when you get enough rage, you do your specialty move, obviously without you doing anything, because you kind of watch everything happen. And of course you have a level, and there's inventory, and as of right now there's only 2 classes, and actually Nocturna is actually able to fight with you, which is actually pretty cool, like a companion in any MMO. And you can see here we got XP and gold, of course gold being the normal in every game. And there's 2 to 3 different types of money systems, obviously one being like the premium one that you buy with VIP and everything else. That's why all this stuff that you usually saw here, like in the beginning of the video, is usually here, because it's all those things that they want you to buy. And of course the logical shop and everything else. So let's go into the inventory, if I could, hopefully, because it actually doesn't tell you how to get into the inventory. It's not like before. So I believe you have to click somewhere in the game. I have not played it enough to know. But you can see here, like I said, we're just gonna auto track. So I said this is more of a game of just watching. But there's a lot of people who actually prefer these games and play these little small games, and it's not that they're that bad. You're just not getting much of anything in the game. As you can see here, our battle rating is not as much, but you'll notice that even like without any problem, you will end up winning most of the time in the first place. And we are actually level 7, so you can see here the special move just absolutely destroyed the Goblin Gunners. So even if they're a high rating, which is most of the time, and then I'm sure the money goes to clothing. I believe I was saying before, there's only 2 classes, so there's Warrior and Mage, 2 of the basic 3 classes in any free MMO game. So I'm sure there's always the 2 people who like just all-out combat, even though you don't really fight. So maybe Mage would probably be better for you in the first place, because it doesn't really matter just to look and what the attacks are. So we're gonna fight a bigger box, but like I said, this. You usually always win. There's never really, like, you can see the attack really did a lot of damage. I mean, we're doing more damage on it than it is doing on us with its battle rating. And of course the story just basically goes through the little chat on the bottom, and you can see he actually summons all these Goblin Gunners. And Nocturna's great, because you can see here she just did some special move and just destroyed everything, even being a level 1, which I don't understand how that works. But they said it is a cool game, and if you are bored to some aspect of your life, since of course a lot of free MMOs are coming out, but they're not a Terra Rising, they're not a Neverwinter, so there may be a time that you get bored, and this may be a game that you just feel like playing. And it's non-downloadable by So if you hate downloading games, this is a good game. So we're actually picking a card, and we actually get 1,000 gold. I missed the 8,000 gold. So this is a reward you get from beating, I'm guessing, a boss. And I kind of missed it. I think I got the second or worst thing, of course, unless I'm crafting or something. So that's actually how the whole thing goes. So now you can see I'm getting a chest, and in that chest I got a bunch of different things. So you can see here, this is all the things that they, of course, I told you can buy before. And you can actually hide the, see, that's the first. See, a lot of games don't have that hide option in the game, which is actually pretty decent. And everybody's pretty nice in the game. Like I said, it's the general audience that you see in these type of games if you've ever played them before. Of course, me playing these a lot in the game. I'm actually gonna just regularly go because I know exactly where Anne is. And it does have full screen capability, even though it doesn't really go all the way full screen. It goes to a smaller box. So if you have like a 27-inch, for instance, like me, you know, you may get annoyed by not really being completely full screen, but I'm sure there's a way somehow that you can fix it. And also the last thing about the user interface, that it's like most other games where it's the whole map, and as you level up you just go around the map into different areas. And like I said, so everything is just popping up, and you actually go battle rating pretty fast. And like I said, you start like off like at level 1. I'm already level 9, and it's only been like 20 minutes since I've started playing this game. And everybody tries to friend request you, so you can see here I got another friend request. I believe that's like my 3rd one today in within 5 minutes. And like I said, everybody just wants to be your friend or get higher reputation. So you can see here there's 2 different classes, of course, women and men. There's the mage and there's the warrior. And of course, like I said, you could change how you look in the game. It's very limited for now. Like I said, this game just came out of open beta not so long ago. So you can see here how this works. You can make bonds and certain things with Nocturna. She's basically the game. Everything revolves around her and you. And the game actually starts off with this hero against the dark. So the story is basically like a lot of stories that you hear. For instance, if you just saw like the last door, you know, this dark versus light Star Wars, it can resemble in that way. So we're actually gonna do one more thing in the game here. I want to get into a fight because, and you can see all the AFK people that just sit there. So you see we're moving to the next island, the World Tree, and like I said, it's just not that bad. It's just you don't want to do this regular stuff. The character development is actually not that bad in terms of they actually have different looking people along the way for the most part. And you see my battle rating increased again because I got I believe a helmet or something. Like I said. And I got an add frenzy, so everything's flashing at you. It's actually pretty funny. It can actually get quite annoying in the game. And of course there is music in game, but I'm not playing it just for copyright issues. And of course if you know about any of the stuff happening. So I'm actually going to end this right here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to get any more first videos from FrameRemoStation.com, just subscribe here, and we will be sure to bring you all the latest and greatest in frame remotes. Thanks, guys.